This is the second race of the 2024 MSR Karting League. I'm starting the race 5th, as in qualifying I could not move my seat forwards or backwards, and it was really far back, so I ended up having too much understeer, and I was about a second and a half off of pole position. Something I noticed immediately about this race cart during the formation lap was that this cart had terrible acceleration. There are points in this race where it sounds like I'm idling, but I'm full throttle. So that will be something I'll have to manage and drive around. Heading to the green flag, about 5 out of the 10 or 11 people here racing jumped the flag, and the guy in first was already gone by the time everybody reached these little bins here. Driver beside me, I believe, to jump, so I'm immediately down in the 6th, heading into turn 1. Through turn 1, driver in the red and white helmet goes a little wide, but manages to stay on track as I bump the guy in 4th to pick up 5th place going through the bank turn. High-speed chicane is pretty easily flat out in this direction, but I scrubbed my tires just a bit too much, slowing me down a bit. That paired with this cart's terrible acceleration meant I lost 5th, down into 6th, going into the hairpin. Extremely tricky in this layout, bogging down so damn much, and I try and jump in my cart to get a little more speed. Going through the S's here, a little wide on the first one, but heading into this right-hander, we have our first safety car of the season. I'm not sure what the incident was, but it was enough for them to throw the yellow flag for the safety car. In the driver's meeting, the safety car train is supposed to be 1 by 1 in a single file line, not in 2s like the race start. Guy ahead I don't think he was here for that part of the speech, but I don't really care. All caught up now as we are heading to green. Once again, people jump the start like crazy. Again, due to terrible speed, I get past going towards the hairpin as I get passed by another driver, squeezing me a little, but still clean. Now in 8th, down 3 positions from the start, and just trying to manage not spinning. Trying to be as consistent as possible and make as few mistakes as possible. I was confident before the race due to some general sessions I did here with some other league racers, and I was a good bit quicker than they were that day. But because of some lackluster driving on my part and some other circumstances, this race was not going well. I'm able to keep up right behind this driver in the orange and black helmet until he ends up spinning on lap 4 into the hairpin. Very tricky corner. Now we have a very quick driver ahead. She doesn't really make mistakes. She won, I believe, 2 B-class races last year, and from my count had the most points in B-class. So she's going to be tough to pass, or at least keep up with. However, heading into the hairpin on lap 7, she ended up using her brakes just a bit too much and slides her rear as I am promoted up to 7th place. Now y'all can't see him, but there is a driver catching me by maybe half a second or so per lap. I'm thinking that if I don't spin or lose the car in any significant way, I can keep 5th, but it is going to be close. Heading into turn 1 on lap 9, driver in front spins and he's off the racing line, so I take the racing line, but he moves on to the racing line, so I had to avoid him and lost so close to a second that the driver behind is right up my ass. He is so close. I now have to defend from him. He's a lot quicker than I am, so this is going to be really hard to defend from. Heading into turn 1 with 3 laps to go, I slightly cover off the inside so he can't dive bomb me. I leave too much space on the inside going into the banked corner, but I didn't realize that. And I go slightly inside, heading towards the high-speed chicane, trying to keep the RPMs up through the corner because if he gets a run on me, there really isn't much I can do. I glance back and he's fallen back. So, for some reason, I decided to stop tucking and going as fast as I could. I'm not sure why I made this decision, but I don't know. Heading into turn 1 on the next lap, he is once again in striking distance, so I slightly cover off the inside. Going through the hump and into the banked turn, I cover the inside, and heading out of the corner, I slide just a bit too far wide as he gets close enough to where I can't really cut back over and take the inside. So heading into the high-speed chicane, I let him through because I didn't think we could go side by side. This so far is one of my worst showings as a racer. I haven't really had any experience defending, as I haven't really had any opportunities to try anything. I'm usually the one on the attack, not defending. So silver linings, I know more about defending in karts. Heading into the last lap, I'm just hoping he messes up because my ass is not catching him on pace. He doesn't spin into turn 1. Going into turn 5, awkward hairpin. He stays pointing straight and stays in front. Didn't get the rotation I wanted, so I braked again through the corner and I locked the rear a little bit and nearly spun, but stayed straight. Heading through the S's for the final time. And across the line in 6th place. Another 8 points. Here's the point standing through the first 2 races. I'm standing 7th place. I hope y'all enjoyed because I'm not going to be at the next race as I will be at a Formula 1 race in Austin, but I will be there for round 4. I'll see y'all soon. Toodles!